Now let's talk about more complex conditions you could check for in your programs. To demonstrate, I've set up my canvas to look kind of like an old game I used to play, Foursquare. There's 4 squares, it's got a good name, and you stand in one and bounce your ball to the other squares. So right now I draw an ellipse wherever my mouse is, so that's like our ball. What I want to do is highlight the square that the ball is in by drawing a white rectangle on top of it. I know I need an if statement to do that because I only want to do it 25% of the time, only when I'm over that rectangle. Okay, so let's start by drawing that rectangle. So I'll just copy the rect from there, but give it a different fill, white fill. Okay, good. Now let's wrap it in the if. You can see it auto completes the curly braces for me, so I got to move it inside. Okay, so when do I want to show that rectangle? Well, I know I want to do it when mouse x is less than 200, right? So that works, but then if I go down here, it's still showing. So I also need to check mouse y. Well, how do I check both of those things? That's why we have the AND operator. So the AND operator we use when we want to check multiple conditions. So we just write ampersand, ampersand, and then we write our next condition. So mouse y is less than 200. All right, so it doesn't light up over here anymore, and it does here. Yay! Cool. So let's do the next square just to prove this works. All right, so we just need to change some stuff. We'll take this rectangle instead, and we obviously need to change the condition so it's not still lighting up. So this time mouse x needs to be greater than 200, and mouse y is still less than, right? Beautiful, look at that. All right. Now, in Foursquare, whenever ball hits the edges, like, these lines in the middle or the corners, we always yell, edge ball. So I want to do that here too. So let's start by writing it edge ball, and we'll just write it in the middle and make it red because it's really important. All right, so I only want this to happen if I'm on the edges. So we're going to add our if and move this code inside of it. And let's see. So when do I want it to happen? Well, there's edges in the middle. So the middle is when like mouse x equals 200. All right, let's see. Do I get edge ball? There we go. Edge ball. Okay. So that works on this middle line here. But I also want it to work on this line here. So in that case, I want mouse y equals 200, right? Because that's what that middle line is. Okay, let's see. Oh, so that's not working, and now nothing's working. Oh, one thing works, just the very center. Well, that's because I used an and, right? And so it's only going to do it if both of these are true, and that's only true at the very center. So what I actually want to say is only do it if either of those things are true. So that's why we use the OR operator. So the OR operator looks like this. And we call those pipe symbols, and you probably never used them before. So you'll have to look for them on your keyboard. It's usually on your top right. Hopefully you actually have it on your keyboard. All right, cool. So now let's see if that works. All right, so it works there, and then it works there. Beautiful. And we could keep adding more conditions here. So with both and or, you can have as many of these as you want, right? If you need to check 6 different conditions, you can totally do that, right? Because we haven't taken care of our edges yet. So let's say if mouse x is maybe less than 3, right? So that should be, there we go, that little edge there. Very good. Or mouse x is greater than 397. All right, let's see if I can get, there we go, beautiful, right? So you keep doing this for all the edges. So yeah, there's and or, and now you can see how you can build up much more complex conditions in your programs. And that's good because the world is a complex place.